I wasn't prepared for the weirdness of this game. I know that a lot of people like the games from this company, so maybe this isn't their best work, but it's a truly bizarre experience. You get medals. That's kind of weird currency. The screen reminds me of the Backroom's Level 0 image. They have a pink cat. That's cool. This cute skin I've never seen before. But I decided to go as classic gray cat. They had this weird top-down perspective that's highly unusual. I guess they were going for like Poe-type game where you take care of an animal, but something went wrong along the way. I don't know why cat needs age. You can wash it. The clothes were for medals, so I did not get them sadly. What are the writers? Is this like some reference or something? This game has kind of eerie vibe. Lack of music doesn't help. You can switch camera, so it doesn't look as weird. Also, cat is running around by itself. There are mini-games because that you can play, and they're sorted by clock order for some reason. There's one where you have to catch fish and avoid apples even though apples look good. In my humble opinion, they should make them more rotten, especially since this game is intended for more younger audience, and some of them can't read. I didn't even notice the description first time because it jumps into the game already. It's really simple game, and I guess kids will find it fun. Although it kind of gets boring after a while. There's this game where you have to touch meat and don't touch the doors. The door element is kind of random, but it's pretty easy too. Again, it's kind of boring. There's this game which is just pure luck based, and it's really hard to guess what is going on in the cat's head since it sits through entire thing. Also, some thoughts are really insane for some reason. Like, it's such a whiplash from the other games. If I have fleas? Like, why the word slave is here. I guess it's meant to be humorous in a way that cat is the master and human is a slave, but this is game for kids. Let's have some dignity. There's this transform ice on a budget where you are mouse and have to avoid holes to get to cheese, and I guess it's the most fun minigame. And there are more holes showing up. There are competitions which are like more fancy mini-games. There was this race with the bots, which I was absolutely terrible at. This was competition where you had to jump and catch a star. I was pretty good at this one, I think. This was the race where you had to jump hurdles. You receive some medals for it. There was game where you had to catch cakes and avoid traps. Also, they assumed gender of your cat. What if you wanted to play as she/her cat? You had to have good timing in this game, which I did not have. This was the online mode, but no one was playing. I mean, good for them for setting the rules, but do they actually do something about these things? Also, I think this rule set has weirdly threatening aura, probably caused the repetition of word forbidden. No one was playing. I was the only player. I guess no one likes this game, but it was popular enough to get a sequel. There's catball, which I guess is like football with cats. But there were no players, so I didn't get to check it out. So what I think about cat that's pocket and cute? Well, it's definitely a game. It wasn't a bad game as everything was working perfectly fine. It's aimed at younger audience, which is okay. Not everything needs to cater to adult audience, and that's fine. I only really could see the younger kids enjoying this game, but if you're older and you like it, that's okay too. However, game being catered towards kids doesn't excuse it being kind of lackluster, as there were lots of good games made with mostly kids in mind. I think that they deserve quality gaming experience too. That being said, I do hope sequel is improvement and any other game they made.
Bye.